What's up, fam? And you already know what it is. You know what time it is over here. It's time for you to smash that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button too. And definitely bang that notification bell so you can show your boy love. And you can be notified every time you get hot content like this. Hey man, started looking at the portfolio. We talking about the portfolio today, baby. And it's sitting at $6,105.29 on the week, baby. That's the market value that we have coming out. And let's get directly to what that profit loss looking like on the week. And man, it's up 2.58%, baby, okay? And then if you're looking at it, it's $153 gain on the week. But now let's talk about it a little bit more when we go back to these percentages, okay? You're looking at it in a comparison with the NASDAQ, but let's look at it in comparison with the S&P 500. We up, baby. And then let's look at it when it comes to the Dow Jones. We still up. So we perform better than the market overall. So if you in this journey with me, baby, this is what you need to be looking for, because we looking to perform better than the market at any given chance. And now what we're dealing with right now on the week is that. But you know what we got to do? We got to stay locked in, and we got to talk about the performance of the portfolio and what we're looking for. Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit, fam. You'll see that NEO is up 24%. And man, I'm still sitting on 30 shares of NEO, but NEO is over the price point that I'm willing to pay at this point at that $40 mark. I told you that we'll buy NEO all the way up to 40, and then we'll let that thing ride, and that's what we're letting it do. We're letting it do its thing and navigate the waters like it needs to, because I also hold this in the private account as well. And man, this thing is doing absolute numbers in the private account as well. But let's talk about Marathon Digital's too. Marathon Digital is up 4% this week. And man, I talked about this 2 weeks ago on my video, and now we're starting to see this thing gain up on the 15K challenge as well. Now, here's the thing with Marathon Digital. We can still add to this position up to the $30 mark. Okay, once it gets to the $30 mark, that's when we need to pull back on adding the Marathon Digital. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the quote itself, all right? Let's go ahead and look into what the analysts are saying about when it comes to Marathon Digital. Hey man, I'm running right through this. You'll see that we're sitting at $26.55, but the analyst price target on the low is $47. So we're looking to add all the way up to 30, so we're gonna run back to 47, but then you'll see on the average it's $48.50, and then on the high it's $50. Okay, so let's let you know that we're already positioning ourselves for a double up or close to a double up when it comes to Marathon Digital. So it depends on when you got in on this play with me, and depends on where you're currently sitting at in the portfolio with it. Man, this is gonna give you a nice little run up on what's going on in the market, especially when they're giving you that kind of that exposure to Bitcoin and the other crypto mining assets out there, and you want to take advantage of this market while it's down right now. All right, so let's get into the next one, baby. Let's see what we got going back here again. Let's see what else we have. We're talking about Immersion Core. It's down 17%. It hit 1071. I'm not selling that. I got more focus on a lot of other positions right now, because a lot of these positions that we're looking at in the market are giving us the opportunity to buy these at a discount. And when you get to buy shares of a company's at a discount while the market is focused in other areas, this is what you have to do. So you have to prioritize your positions that you're looking to go after. So Immersion Core is not a priority right now, but after I solidify my positions in other markets where I can see that I'm getting to my price targets in advance, I can come back and revisit Immersion Core. And who knows, Immersion Core may at that point in time already be back above the cost per share that I already own it at in this portfolio, and then I just have to revisit the numbers at that point in time. All right, so now we'll talk about Coinbase here. Coinbase is sitting at through 223.92, and we're sitting down 27% on Coinbase. But remember our price target for Coinbase. You can buy Coinbase anywhere from now all the way up to 315. So once it hit 315, that's when we're tapping out on buying Coinbase. So right now my focus on this week's portfolio upgrade is going to be Marathon Digital, Coinbase, and maybe even 2 or 1 more position. We'll talk about that in a second here. Zomedica Core. This may be the last week that you get an opportunity to buy Zomedica Core underneath the dollar range, okay? Yeah, I bought it. If you're looking at it, I'm holding the bag on it at $2.18 per share in my position, right? But here's the thing when it comes to Zomedica Core. I may be adding to this week because I had to prioritize, like I said before, other positions to add to this portfolio to give us room for exponential growth. But what I'm looking at now currently in these positions is that I can get the opportunity to purchase a medical core and bring my cost per share down dramatically for the next scale up. So don't be surprised if you wake up one day and you see the medical core is on a 15 to 20% run on the day because of what's going on with the performance of the stock. So right now it looks like it's down and out, but don't mean that anything else can't happen with this stock. And like I always like to tell you, I like to pounce while Wall Street bounce. So if you ain't with the play, I understand, but understand I'm staying consistent in the mantra that I give you. We don't sell on red, we only sell on green, but we always buying on red because we always buy the dip. And that's what we do over here, baby. So let's get back down to what's going on with Airbnb. Airbnb, you see that my last position price on this is sitting at an average of $169.98 and it's currently down to $148.44. Now, I would not be adding to Airbnb unless we see it hit $110, fam. That's the point blank period, because right now we gotta let Airbnb air itself out where it needs to get the expenses under control, bring down their cost margins on a lot of things, and then we need to start seeing that revenue starting to trick up like it needs to. Now, if you wanna get down into the weeds of what's going on with Airbnb, let's just look at what the analyst price targets are for Airbnb. It's currently sitting at a low of 119, which we're already past that mark, and that's why our average price is above that. Average price 172.50, and we already positioned underneath that realm as well. And then on the high, 240. So that's what you need to be looking for when it comes down to Airbnb. And fam, look, it's a hold right now for a lot of these analysts, and it's a hold for me as well. I'm in that complete sentiment as well because of the breakdown that I did. If you have not seen my video on buy Airbnb, hey man, look, you need to check that out because I go through all the analysis that I have done for Airbnb prior to it getting to the point where it had started reporting quarterly earnings. And now, like I said before, taking into account what's going on with the quarterly earnings, I see that this is a position that we just need to hold, and we only buy under the $110 level. Now, if you're looking to start a position with Airbnb, obviously you want to be in between the 172.50 and the 119 range. So this is a window of time. If you are yet to start a position with Airbnb and you're looking forward to it, this may be your opportunity to do that as well. So let's get back down to what's going on in the portfolio. That's the rundown of it, right? So you see that we're sitting at $6,105.28, like I said. Now, what are the moves that I'm looking to make in the position this week? So I already covered it. I'm looking to add Marathon Digital Holdings to the portfolio. Coinbase is number 2. And then number 3 is going to be zomedica core if I can get it underneath $1 this week. And the 4th and 5th positions that I'm looking to add on to the positions this week is going to be these 2 right here. So let's just talk about it for a second. It's going to be AI, right? I'm looking to add AI currently at this point in time where I can get in on this play. That's $60.55 currently at this time of this recording of the video. And man, look, I want you to just actually check out what's going on with the chart when it comes to C3 AI. Now, this is how we had a run up to $185 for its 52-week high, and now we're sitting over half of that position currently right now. So this is a good time for me to actually start pouncing for an opportunity into what's going on with C3 AI. So now I want to actually start breaking down a little bit more into what's going on in the WeBull interface. Because like I've been telling y'all, man, if you haven't got your 2 free stocks with WeBull using my link down below, this is your opportunity to get there so you can start navigating the waters like I am when it comes to using the WeBull link, all right? So now, you make sure when you do get your 2 free stocks, you deposit $100 to get those 2 free stocks. Opening an account is not gonna do one thing for you, but you need to deposit $100 so they can give you free money back. All right, so let's get down to it though, folks. What is C3 AI? I know that's what a lot of people are wondering. Like, you can talk about C3 AI all day long, but this is what you got when you go to the WeBull links, right? You can go in and check the company profile. It's an enterprise artificial intelligence software company. The company provides software as a service application that enables deployment of enterprise scale AI applications. C3 AI provides 2 families of software solutions, the AI Suite and the AI Applications. Its AI Suite is an end-to-end platform as a service allowing customers to design, develop, provide, and operate enterprise AI applications. The company's customers can utilize the C3 AI Suite to build and operate their own enterprise AI applications. And you can read the rest, all right? So that's what I'm talking about when it comes down to what's going on with C3 AI, right? So we know it's artificial intelligence play, right? Now, what are the analysts saying about it right now? They currently are looking at this as a hold. But here's the thing, fam. They got on the low that this thing is supposed to be at $62. And then on the average, it's 99 bucks, right? And on the high, 167. So what am I doing when it comes to AI? I'm going to start investing in AI this week. So not only will I be investing in Marathon Digital Holdings for sure, I know I will start a position in AI this week. And man, I want to get in on AI before it hits over $65, okay? Now, if it hits $65 and I haven't added them to my position yet, I still will start an entry, but I want to catch you on the next run down to about $60 to bring my average cost down to the $65 level. And I want to keep adding all the way up to $75. So that's where I'm at when it comes to AI right now. I'm going to add to that position, and I'm going to start that initial position this week. Now, what can I follow that up with? Well, one more, fam. One more for you for the week, and here it is. It's invitae. I talked about this in another video last week, where I talked about some of the stocks that I'm looking to get into. But here's the thing. This is the stock for June that I actually want to start a position in, and right now, this is a heavily invested stock in the ARK Genomics Fund, right? The ARKG. But I want to own this stock outright. I don't care about the ARKG. If you want to minimize your exposure in the biotech sector, you can buy the ARKG fund to actually add to that position. But what I want to do is I want to get invitae. And now, what does invitae do? Let's hit the company tab again, because I'm running you right through this, right? You'll check that profile. You'll hit invitae Corp on the arrow, and then you'll have utilize the integrated portfolio of laboratory processes, software tools, and information capability to process DNA containing samples, analyze information about patient-specific genetic variation, and generate test reports for clinicians and their patients. And you can read the rest. So this is where you need to be doing your own homework, but I'm showing you right now that you can do all this from the WeBull app. And man, this is where you need to go and look at your analyst expectations, right? This is listed as a buy, right? Now that it's listed as a buy, you'll see on the low, this is at $30. And on the average price is $42.86. And then even on the high, you have it as $58. Now, what I'm looking forward to when it comes to invitae, I'm adding to this position at $35 and below. And I want to add to this position at that point, because this is not a play for 2021. This is a play for 2025, 2027, and 2030. I said 2030. It's 2030. And you know I keep it real, I keep it raw, and I want to run right through this. This is no chasing on this one, baby. We're going right roughshod right through it. But here's the thing: when it comes to invitae, this is a long-term play in the genomics area, and you want to be in on plays like this, because the one thing that's going to happen is that we're always going to need to be doing more and more biotech research to get our bodies healthier and stronger, and to identify things that are deteriorating our body. And then the other thing is that we need to be investing in the tech. So the next two plays that you see that's actually coming up in the 15K challenge is one is a tech with AI, and now we're talking about genomics with invitae. So this is what the link is going to be for the 2030 run that we're looking towards, fam. So I hope that you find value in this content, and if you did, definitely hit your boy with a like. And man, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and bang that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop high content like this. And man, this was your update on the 15K challenge. I hope y'all stay safe. Peace.